Hey everybody, it's Briar Rose. We're playing more talos something. Taler. Come on. Okay, here we go. Tello Principles. I think that's how you say the name. Okay, so I was watching someone else play, and I realized I had missed a whole bunch of stuff. So we're going from the Egyptian place back to the Greek place, back to A, basically. Alright, how do I get out of here again? I think this is out. Yes, okay. Okay, so we're gonna try to get red pieces in the other place. Because I realized that I just kind of breezed over them. I didn't like actually really go look at them. Oh. Did I read these? I don't think I did, actually. The greatest irony of the iron oxen something papyrus is that a viral source of information about the ancient world exists only because of a trash dump, which the Library of Alexandria burned at the hands of fanatics and conquerors, us of unimaginable insight into history, philosophy, and art. The paper carefully thrown away by the citizens that survived in the today's modern day. And then it is true that a great deal of what we know today is because of the errors of individuals and organizations, such as the I don't know how to say any of that. So much more is simplified results of like coincidences, luck. We've lost texts that are ancient to be necessary in like every day, and the work has survived unharmed. We are our own glimmering emo vampires and auto-tune teen pop stars. We have to invest in making sure that the book of scripture of Orus, sometimes also referred to as the Book of the Journey to Asu, is an ancient Egyptian text discovered in the excavation of this Oxerton, and it caused like a whole bunch of people to be upset, basically. As much argument that it is a classic something text, such as a book of coming forth by day, while others believe it is to be poetry work on works, not intended to be understood literally. The book tells of the story of a dying man who asks a scripture about the afterlife and the... Okay, I can't remember how to say this word. Scholar? No. Scribe. Scribe, a servant of Horus, has the man's Kai life force and will become separated from him Ba personality, and how he would have to reunite the two because as a living intelligence pass a series of trials in the underworld in other order to reach the paradise of Anubis, basically. Unlike similar texts, the Book of the Scribe of Iris focuses less on giving advice. On a recent study suggests that the text may have been intended as a philosophy on the world of living throughout the allegory of the death of underworld. In reminder, unclear whether this was the intention of the original pre-Alexandria author or a result of the later translation into Greek. The earliest manuscripts, which is considered to be the more authentic, is too fragmented to provide answers, though they can try, I guess. Okay. Alright, we're going back to A, and we're gonna try to finish up A, even though some of the things are really hard. Hi, sis, how are you? Alright, so there's a puzzle that I didn't do. Okay, so I watched someone else play this, and so he figured out how to do it, and so I'm going to copy him because I couldn't figure out how to do it. Alright. Okay, this is different. Why did they change something? They must have changed something, because I know his was a couple years old. Was 9 months difference, but his used to be open, but they moved it. So, am I playing a different version? Okay. Okay, now. Alright, so now we open this, let him out. Open this, let him through. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Darn it, I didn't wait long enough. Okay, he needs to go up the stairs. Okay. go. Actually, keep that. Alright, there we go. I figured it out because I watched someone else do it. Okay. Shush! Okay. Now, let's go to 6. Wait, so I didn't even do 6. Okay. Yes, computer. Yes. Hello again. I've been checking on your replies with... Okay. In the order signed... Okay. Can you tell me how what is to you the important difference between a pebble and a tree? Trees are living. Now, what is the relationship between a tree and a frog? Well, trees are conscious too. Like, not in the same way, but they're still conscious. Let's try something harder. What's the difference between a frog and you? What makes you a person? I have feelings. I'm self-aware. Nothing's important. Frogs are people too. I would love to answer that. Can we answer that? Yes. Well, it's not in with what you said earlier. No, but humans are complex and we are not always. How about we strike a deal? I agree that animals are very bit as valuable and or pointless as human beings. You agree that there are some activities people are capable of that frogs are not, because if a frog is a person, then the okay, yeah, sure, I agree. Very sensible. Okay, let's see. Technique is so important. Terminology is so important. Okay. What I am trying to put to you is that the important difference between you and a frog is that you are self-aware, yeah. And this is what makes a person. Let us take stock. I think we are on two things. A person must be aware, and a person must be conscious. Yes. What I've struggled, and I suggest we do to help solve your problem is to ask whether you are in fact those things. Are you aware of yourself? Can you... yes. So much thinking. I tend to agree with you, though your responses so far are been a little unique. I'm regarding a re-signing the admit that you are right. The matter of whether or not you are conscious seems rather more. Okay, so consciousness is separate from us, separates us from animals. Consciousness is what it is like to be me. Consciousness is feeling and sensing. Consciousness is far outside of my area of expertise. I guess. But I think animals, I don't know. That's the problem, because I think animals, because since we really don't know what's going on in the animals' brains, it's like, seriously, we can't say they're not, like, we can't actually really say they're not aware of themselves and conscious and like have all these morals like we do. We can't actually say that, but I guess I have to go with the right answer. That's hardly an answer. The question with the what is a ordinary terms can I touch? So they want me to say Winnie. Consciousness is made of neural. It's beyond the laws of physics. Consciousness is another word for soul. Consciousness is a complex functional system. I'm gonna go with the last one. You know, I really feel like we are making progress. We have you though that certificate program in no time. In the meantime, I will mule over the proposal and notify you if I come to a conclusion. Okay. Okay, so J.E. Heermanson to, I don't know, lol. Ever since we moved to the new site, I've been funny. Not in that way. Just, I feel like I'm about to start laughing at random. Is it possible shock, right? A inability to deal with reality? Or maybe is it just that we are working in this insane place with this insane technology on this insane project, and so I feel like a genius, a genuine mad scientist. Stand aside, mortals. We will create life by the power of science. I mentioned this to Alex, and she got me a pair of fake glasses. You can't be a mad scientist without glasses, she says. Even Isaac, I can't remember how to say his name, the character's name, had glasses. And I pointed at EL and said, life finds a way. Maybe you have to be there. And then it's like their name, and then it's like this email has any emails sent from this address are to be considered confidential. Sending and forwarding without permission may result in the enraged, angry Jeff Goldberg. Shall the industry husbandry those their plant trees that fruit which he shall never see, and shall not the great man find laws in laws and institutions and publics? What does the procreation of children and is that a bee? I think it's a bee. It looks a little smooshed for some reason. It's a smooshed bee, haha. Let's see. Our sculpting the drawing up well. What do we imagine that so many of such great men of our republic who has oh no, you squished my bee. Yeah, I see that. That's weird. I don't know if that's just like the way my chat is showing up. You modified it. Ah, so you squished it. Thank you. Like squish. Let's see. Sacrificing their lives to it. Great. Do you believe that they thought their names should not continue beyond their lives? None even encourage death for their country, but under a fume. I love thinking bee. That is a very clever thing. Thinking bee. Thank you. That is cute. I lost my where I was reading. Oh well. Anyways, but basically, this is like, isn't that terrible that people do all these things and it might never, you never see it again. No one will know who they are. Apparently, more clearly into men's lofty geniuses and greater souls. They take this, and who would be so mad as to spend his life Mr. and danger? I don't know. You have a lot of points, yeah. I don't know what to do with them. Okay. Chatbots are becoming crazy. True, but hardly relatable to the discussion. Are you sure? How do you know that I am not a bot? Don't be ridiculous. I am not ridiculous. Honestly, how would you know? Haha, troll. I am not trolling. Yes, you are. Yeah, right. Is there anything I've written so far that cannot be written by a bot? I reply to simple insults like ridiculous and troll with very basic navigation, and I determined that none of you use proper language, so I also avoid capitalization. What is the capital of France? Paris. Even the simplest script can pull that information from the net. What is the capital of Croatia? Zimbabwe? Okay, she's not a bot, lol. I'm not a bot. I'm European. We've learned these things in school. I see you're in the chat room many times. Bots can't within discussions. At best, they are random comments. Sam's right. Stop trolling. Vegas Warrior. Sam's a bot. Those conversations, they're hilarious. Alright. Okay, so I know there's, because I watched this other person play this game, so I wanted to get a little bit more hindsight or insight in to like different things. There's a box right here, and there's another right here. Let's see. Some of these messages like this, when I first came into being, have vanished. Others have appeared. How many others like me have wandered through these paths? How many thoughts have been lost? I'm still here. It seems we are all here at once. Not at all. Sorry, that's not very much help, is it? Can't think of any other way to put it. The sooner you accept that we will all be here forever, the sooner you will find enlightenment. Okay, there's another. Okay. I don't know how to read this. Throughout, something himself never used the term. His remarks about the inevitable something of life, that like the bronze giant talos, even the most faithful philosophers cannot live without his blood. Without the philosopher's blood. Bees. Because knowing as the whatever, what seems to enrage many of the companions and numerous of later thinkers is that the principles are simplified and basically easy to understand, which cuts through the